chase. Walk in your trap and take over. Name another bitch that's colder. I just bought a brand new Rover. I don't even drive no more, I got a chauffeur. Took off many.
What is up to my Bluetubers? Y'all like that? That's what I came up with. So I think that's pretty dope. That's pretty, I like that. So I think that's what we gonna call y'all, you know? Cause it's Bluetooth, why not? So, as some of you may know, some of you may not, I have been, I did a poll on YouTube, not on YouTube, I'm on YouTube now. I did a poll on all of my social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. And you all decided what you wanted me to talk about out of 3 topics. However, it was a lot of mixed reviews, but the most that you all wanted was the Let's Talk Soul Ties. So we're gonna get into that. But first I just want to say that anything that I speak on, anything that I say does not mean that it is, you know, it may be your thoughts, it may be your perspective, does not mean your perspective is wrong, does not mean mine is wrong. Mine is wrong. You know, it's just a conversation. And you are welcome to feel however you feel about how you feel about the topics. What I have also decided to do was just put them all in one video, you know what I'm saying, and just touch on all of them. And I'm going to do the soul ties last because that was the one you all wanted to talk about the most. So we're gonna touch on it last, and we kind of gonna go in like an order that makes sense with the situations, because they all do tie in together in some kind of way. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go in an order. Video is gonna be very raw, uncut. I'm not editing nothing out. We're just gonna get into it, you know. So yeah, so the one of the topics, it wasn't the first, but one of the topics we touched on was the difference between love and lust. Okay. Again, this is my opinion. You can feel totally different. In my opinion, the difference between love and lust, let's start with lust. Lust is usually going to be the feeling and emotion that you feel when you first start dating someone or meet someone new. You're like, ooh, like I'm very attracted, kind of infatuation. It's just like a rush. It's like the butterflies, all the good feelings, you know. And the reason I want us to speak on the difference between the two, between love and lust, is because notice that when you love someone, it's not always butterflies. It's not always sweet. It's not always the greatest feeling, and that's just me being honest. But the lust is kind of when you ignore all the signs and the red flags that you probably shouldn't, in my opinion, from what I've experienced, and I've experienced quite a bit to be 24. But yeah, lust to me is, you know, just kind of giving someone a benefit of the doubt, really. Because you want to feel how you want to feel about them versus the things that you probably shouldn't ignore because you're in that butterfly stage. Love. Let me start off by saying love is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It can also be very hurtful. I'm just trying to be careful with my words. That's why I keep saying But for the most part, if it's really love, it should be a great feeling. Let me say that. However, to me, love is when you're ship. I'm saying ship because some people have, it could be a friendship, it could be a relationship, it could be romantic, it could be casual, it could be sexual, whatever. A ship. Love to me is when your ship is tried. And I say that because when your ship is tried, it shows you how a person truly feels about you. So imagine dealing with someone having no issues. You really won't know how they truly feel about you or what they're truly around you for or what their intentions truly are if your ship is not tried. Now again, being your ship being tried does not mean it has to be the worst thing. Oh, this person has to cheat on me for me to know if it's love or not. No, it's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, for instance, let's say you're going through a tough time. Doesn't have to have anything to do with another being. Just in life in general. It could be bills, it could be your car, it could be anything. And see how that person reacts, see how that person responds, see how that person is able to assist you in whatever way, whether it's emotional, whether it's just mental healing, or whether it's financial. It could be whatever, you know what I'm saying? But just see how that person reacts. And I will also say that everybody is not for everybody. Everybody is not for everybody. And I had to kind of grow and mature to understand that it's okay that this person is not for me. There's a billion people in the world. Maybe you're just not my person, and that's okay. But yeah. So yeah, I feel like you'll know, hey, I love this person, when you all hit a situation to where you have to stick your hand out for them, or vice versa. And if they don't, and they call themselves trying to be with you or be your friend or have you sexually, no sir, no ma'am. No sir, no ma'am, because you don't deserve me. And that's that on that. How to handle a heartbreak. Let's talk about it. We've all been there, I'm sure. How to handle a heartbreak. I'm just going to be honest. Another thing I had to learn was that you have to experience the heartbreak. I used to be the person that had to be around people, had to lay up under somebody. Like if I was genuinely hurt, I've had an issue with expressing that I'm hurt. And I had to realize that as a human being, it's okay for me to be hurt. I'm human. We are not robots. I'm human. It's okay for me to feel hurt. It's okay for me to feel sad. It's okay for me to miss someone. It's okay for me to still love someone. Because that's a part of life. We're humans. We're here to feel. But I had, like I was saying, I had to, I say a lot. I noticed it. But I had to grow and realize that you're hurt. And it's okay to show that. Does that mean you have to technically go back to the person that hurt you or the person you hurt? No, that does not mean that. But it means that you need to feel it. In order for you to genuinely learn from the hurt, in order for you to genuinely understand what you don't want to feel in the future, in the long run for your life, you have to experience it. You have to cry. You have to go through a little depression. And the main thing you have to learn is to be by yourself. Again, I used to feel like I had to be up under somebody because I don't want to hurt, and I don't hurt. What is that? I can't. I'm too strong for that. No, you're not. It actually takes a stronger person to admit that they're hurt. And that's the truth on that. But yeah, to get over a heartbreak, moral of the story is you gotta go through it. You gotta go through that heartbreak. And I'm gonna be honest, my main thing is to get to some money. Everybody not me, But yeah, like what I've seen, and I'm not saying that you're supposed to work a million shifts to try to get your mind off the hurt, because again, you have to feel the hurt. And whenever you get home from work, whenever you take a bathroom break, whenever you driving by yourself, you're gonna feel it. So you might as well face it than for it to come out in an outburst or come out when you don't plan for it to, because it will. That's not anything you can escape. It will. So yeah, I deal with heartbreaks. I get to some money. That makes me feel better. It makes me feel better about myself. It makes me feel better about my well-being, my situation. It makes me feel like, hey, if nobody has me, I do. And I'm gonna be okay, So however you handle heartbreak is totally fine. But that's just my opinion on it. Let's talk soul ties. Soul ties. And I don't think I'm still in love because I would never let you. Nah, but for real, y'all. Soul ties. Let me start off by saying, initially I'm like, a soul tie. You ain't tied. Your soul ain't tied to nobody. But let me say this again. As you mature, you understand exactly what people mean by soul ties. Again, this is my opinion. I have to keep saying that because I don't want this video to somehow blow up and then everybody's in the comments like, no, which I know is going to happen anyway, so whatever. But this is my opinion, again. To me, soul ties are very real. And I say that because as you mature, you notice that energies are real. You notice that connections are real. Mental connections are real. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have been in a situation to where like you'll be thinking of someone and then you'll hear from them. Yeah. That's a mental connection. Energies are very real. I literally have gotten to the point to where if I'm by you, if I'm near you, I don't even have to say anything to you. I personally just get like a discomfort feeling around a person. And when I get that, like if let's say for instance, I went out with someone to feel their energy or something, and it's not right, you will never see me again. I will never put myself in that situation again. And I would hope that you all feel the same way, because that's just not what I deserve. And yeah. And you're going to experience a lot of that in life. You're going to get your selective few that's like, okay, we actually connect. Your energy actually, I like your energy, But a lot of times people are around you for the wrong intent. And a lot of times people are not content within themselves. So their energy gives off misery. It gives off unhappy. It gives off jealousy. And you feel it. It's amazing. Like, it's amazing the energy you feel if you pay attention to energy. And then you have certain people that you just don't connect with. connections are very important too, because you're not going to connect with everybody. And I've had situations to where literally they're like, I've met people that are beautiful people, beautiful individuals. They're just not for me. They're not. They just don't fit in my lifestyle. And that's okay. Does not make them any less of a person. Does not mean that they are not a good person. You just don't fit in my lifestyle. And again, that's fine. But soul ties, let's talk about how you'll know you have one. When you, most of the time, a soul tie comes from intimacy. And intimacy, honestly, believe it or not, can be, it could literally be non-sexual at all. Anytime you are intimate with someone, anytime you're intimate with someone, you are transferring energies. I want to say it's dopamine, I want to say, or something like that. But I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me. But long story short, I'm pretty sure y'all get what I'm saying. When you're intimate, you transfer energies. And that can be good or bad. Because again, if a person's energy feeds off of misery, jealousy and stuff like that, and you're blinded because you want to be with this person, or you like this person, or you feel you love this person, you're going to continue to transfer those energies. And you're going to keep going, and you're going to keep going. So then you get to the point to where you're like, I don't think this is it. I don't think I could be with you. I don't think I want to be your friend. I don't think whatever. And so now, but understand that just because you physically walked away, you have already transferred these energies. That's a soul tie. To me, that's a soul tie. Because let's say you walk away and you go to the next person or the next friend or the next family member, and you're just evil. You can't really explain why you're evil. You just mean. You know what I'm saying? And you like, damn, like that's not me. Like what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Soul ties can be an okay thing, and it can also be bad. But they are real, because energy is real. And we exchange energies, especially if you are sexual with someone. Especially. Pretty sure a lot of you may wonder, hey, Blue, have you had one? Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's okay for me to admit that. But what I will say is, after I realized, this is a real thing, I pay more attention to certain things, certain people, certain mental states, you just pay attention more when you like, dog, like, I done got connected to this person. We done transferred our energies and stuff, and now I'm acting like them, and they acting like me, and just, like, ooh. So I've had one, and I can honestly say, with this person, we went through a lot. And honestly, the more I think about the situation now, it y'all gotta give me a moment because I'm trying to talk to y'all, but it's also bringing back things to me. We went through a lot. However, that person is a beautiful person, and I'm a beautiful person. And like I said, I'm 24. I'm not going to disclose any names. I'm not going to disclose any ages, any of that, because that's nobody's concern but mine. However, I do not mind expressing that you live and you learn, And again, that does not mean that, oh, I have a soul tie with this person. I have to go back or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you decide to do for your life is fine. That's your life. You only have one to live. So don't let anyone tell you what you should or shouldn't do with your life. But yeah, the person I had a soul tie with is a great person. Would not take anything from that person. But we just, it just went how it went. And that's okay. But I don't know if you all will replay this. I don't know if you all would think on any points that I hit on as far as any of the topics. And if you don't, that's fine. If you do, that's beautiful. If you feel differently, that's fine. And if you agree, that's beautiful. This is, it's just for us to discuss. Because some people may have their own opinion. Some people may be watching this and feel like they've never experienced one of these things. Some people may be watching this just to see it from a different perspective. You just never know why people are tuned in. So I want to say that I love you all. I love everybody that support me in any kind of way, whether it's music, whether it's me doing these vlogs I'm going to start doing, whether you are on my social medias, whatever. I see everything. Do not think that I don't. I see everything. Am I going to comment back to gazillion people? Not at all. It's one me. Until I get me an assistant, a manager, and all that, which I'm working on. But for right now, look, it's just blue. So, but yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you didn't, bye. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and there will be more. If you ever come up with a topic that you would like for me to discuss or you would like my opinion on, put it in the comments. Hit me up on social media. I can be a little antisocial, but I'm a very down-to-earth person, so I will never come across like judgmental or anything. We're all humans, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why my face is, y'all. I just put some cocoa butter on it. But yeah, but I love y'all, blue tubers. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You were tuned in with the coldest, and now we tuned out. With the coldest, give him something he could brag on. Look.